Yo, what is good, YouTube? Is your boy back here with another video, guys, and today I'm gonna be talking about the Deshaun Watson situation and where I think he should go. And yeah, I'm gonna just jump straight into it. This is gonna be not a pretty long video, but it's gonna be a pretty lengthy video, so I'm gonna get straight into it. So I'm gonna just read off Deshaun Watson's stats for the 2020 season. He was a top 5 QB, obviously. That man had 4,823 yards passing. He had 8.9 yards per throw, and his longest pass was 77 yards. He had 33 touchdowns versus 7 interceptions. His QBR was 112.4. That is really good. I mean, he's a top 5 quarterback. I think he ranks 3. Other than the fact that Houston finished the season 4-12, Houston doesn't know what they're doing. They traded away DeAndre Hopkins for a second-round pick and a washed-up running back in David Johnson. That's not something I would do. That the management was just bad. They even also gave a first-round pick for one of the old linemen. I forgot what his name was, but that's just not good management. You know what I'm saying? That's not good management. And then on top of that, last year they were in a position to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, but they gave up the lead to the second half, and then it was like, things just started spiraling downhill for Houston. I wouldn't blame Deshaun Watson for leaving Houston. Houston is not a good place to play in. You hear like players like Andre Johnson that used to play for them saying, they're just gonna waste your career. But I'm gonna just go into the teams so far that pretty much are gonna go trade or should consider trading for him. Now, my first team is the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins have a 3rd round draft pick, and they're considering trading Tua, which is very surprising to me, because Tua, in my opinion, didn't have a bad rookie season. Yes, it wasn't like a spectacular rookie season, but Tua's not that bad. Tua's developing, even though I don't think they should have put Tua in when Ryan Fitzpatrick was actually, he was catching fire, but that's what they did. But, I feel like if the Miami Dolphins could get, a little bit better receivers, I feel like that would be a really good team in the AFC East. And the AFC East is looking very competitive. It is looking very, very competitive this upcoming season. Now, my second team is the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I have a question mark on Jimmy G. Are they trading Jimmy G or are they keeping Jimmy G? That is the big question. Are they going to keep Jimmy G or are they going to trade Jimmy G? And what kind of trade are they looking for? Because Jimmy G's contract is not that cheap. You have to actually go to a team that's needing just a stable game managing quarterback that just needs it. You know what I'm saying? And they have weapons. They have Samuel. They have George Kittle. They have a really good offensive line. They have a running game. You know what I'm saying? So if he goes to the San Francisco 49ers, he will shine there. The San Francisco 49ers will be in the conversation of going to the Super Bowl. And my next team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Ben Roethlisberger, is he coming back next season? Is he not? That is a big question mark. And long term for Watson and that team, they need to figure out what they're going to do for the quarterback position, because I do not think Mason Rudolph is the answer long term. Now, the weapons, they already have weapons. They have weapons there, but I feel like they need a deep threat wide receiver. They probably should go after like you can't really find a Brandon Cooks anywhere normally, but they should just go for a deep threat in the draft. I can't say it off the tip of my head. I would have to look at it, the wide receivers in the draft to actually say where to go. But I'm pretty sure that they're picking top 25 because they did good this season. So my next team is also the Falcons and Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is a big question mark. Are they willing to trade Matt Ryan? Because I heard earlier they were looking for trades for Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. So Matt Ryan is a question mark. And they also have weapons. They have Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones. They can get a running game back. You know what I'm saying? Just get a running back. Running backs are easy to find in the NFL. Just find a running back. Now, my next team is Minnesota. Now, Minnesota has a big question mark for Kirk Cousins. Now, honestly, Kirk Cousins never surprised me. Kirk Cousins is, your average pocket quarterback that's going to show up whenever he wants to show up. And they have Dalvin Cook and they have Justin Jefferson, and I feel like those are good complementary pieces to help Deshaun Watson shine with the Minnesota Vikings. But now my next team is the Raiders. The Raiders have a good quarterback already with Derek Carr, but I don't think they're satisfied with Derek Carr. I don't think they want to. I think they want to move on from Derek Carr. I really do think they want to move on from Derek Carr. And there was earlier reports that there was a 3-team blockbuster deal about to happen with Derek Carr. They didn't say it, but Derek Carr either going to the Houston Texans or the other team that they were talking about. But the Raiders are showing really, really big interest in Deshaun Watson, and that will make them a contender straight off the rip. But all they need to do is fix that defense. The Raiders' defense has so many holes in it. They need to fix that defense. Please fix that defense if you're gonna have a guy like Deshaun Watson. And they also have weapons like Henry Ruggs, Darren Waller. Darren Waller is easily a top 3 tight end in this league. But also Henry Ruggs, I want to see Henry Ruggs out there on the field more. I feel like they didn't really, put him in situations where he could have shined. And my next team is Washington. Washington needs a QB, period. A young QB. A young ascending QB. They need a young ascending QB. They have the weapons. McLaurin, all they need is a young ascending QB. They already have the defense. They already have everything that they need on the defense. Probably a corner or two. Just a corner probably. And that's it. They have the defense. And then my next team is the Jets. But the Jets, I really don't want to see Deshaun Watson with the Jets because I feel like that's just another Houston Texans. Because guess what? They're going to have to give up a bunch of draft capital. That's number one. Number two, then there's not going to be any talent on the field. If there's no talent on the field, it's going to be the Houston Texans all over again. They'll probably be like 5-11. Now, my next team is the Saints, but the Saints cap situation is, I don't know. They're negative $112 in cap space. That's even if they cut every single body on that roster, they still won't make it under the cap space. The New Orleans Saints, that future is not looking too bright with that cap situation. Now, the next team is the Bears. The Bears are a quarterback away from being a Super Bowl contender. We don't know what they want to do. Are they in a win now mode? But let me tell you something. Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson, and that defense, they didn't have a really good year this year. But guess what? The QB play is horrible. They had Allen Robinson. I forgot the other wide receiver, but man, come on. They're a quarterback away from being a Super Bowl contender. Now, my last team is the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots need a QB, but I'm not sure if they want to give up all those valuable draft picks and assets, but it's depending on how long Bill Belichick wants to coach for too, because I know Bill Belichick does not want to coach into his, late 70s and all that, because, the man got to enjoy retirement, you know what I'm saying? He got to enjoy his life. He can't be focused up on football all the time, so it depends on that. I would love to see Deshaun Watson as a New England Patriot, but you have to remember, the Houston Texans want everything they could get out of Deshaun Watson if they're going to trade him. Right now, they're adamant about not trading him, but guess what? If they want to trade him, they're going to get everything they want out of Deshaun Watson. You have to remember that. And also, it was other reports talking about they wanted 2 first-round draft picks, 2 second-round draft picks, and your 2 best defenders on your team. Man, that is basically saying we're going to give you a loaded offense to whatever team. We're going to give you a loaded offense, but your defense is going to stink. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people would go up on that offer just because how ridiculous it sounds because of the 2 first, your 2 best players, but I wouldn't do it. I know the Matt Stafford trade really increased all these quarterbacks' value. But in my opinion, that Matt Stafford trade really messed up these teams that were just a quarterback away from winning, because now the market is set to 2 first-round draft picks, a starting caliber quarterback for a guy like Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford is not a proven winner, in my opinion. But guys, that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. Hope you like it. Make sure you like it. I mean, make sure you like and subscribe, y'all. This video took me a while to make. You know, I had to get all the information and stuff. But hey, peace out.